Hello, beautiful soul. If you've hit your 40s or 50s and you're feeling drained, invisible, or like you've done everything right but still feel off, then this video is for you. I promise that you are not broken. You're in a major transition and you're not alone. Psychologists actually have a name for what you're going through. Midlife for women is a real emotional turning point, and the research shows that we often hit a crisis of meaning. A point where we feel we no longer know what everything has been for, what have we been doing our entire lives, and not because we've failed, but because we've carried too much, worn too many hats, and left ourselves behind. You've been the strong one, the provider, the everything, and now deep down your soul is asking, who am I if not all of the things that I've been to everyone else this entire time? This is a time of finding out who we are when all of the external responsibilities, distractions, burdens, etc. are no longer there. This is not a breakdown. This is an invitation to get to know yourself again. It's a process of redefining your identity. This burnout and confusion that you feel, it's not about your job, your family, your friends. It's about emotional depletion. After years of overgiving, perfectionism, constantly putting others first, because that's what we're taught to do. You're not tired because you're weak. You're tired because your spirit is calling you back to yourself, and rest alone won't fix it. That I know because I've tried just kind of vegging out a couple of days and not doing anything and waiting to feel reinvigorated and energized, and for some reason it just hasn't really worked. And it's because at this point in our lives we need truth. You need truth, you need self-discovery, you need permission to choose you. Here's the most powerful takeaway from the research. Women who lean in to this midlife awakening, who see it as a chance to grow, redefine, reclaim, report the greatest mental health and life satisfaction long term. And think about that, right? Because I think a lot of times those of us who are in this phase in life, we think that there's nothing else and that there's no chance of fixing this or figuring this out. But there's so much life to live. And so imagine if we can figure out how to redefine and reclaim ourselves, and the rest of our lives enjoy a beautiful, satisfying, amazing life where we really connect to who we are again. And again, I don't want this to come across as, us sort of thinking that the first half of our lives has been horrible and for nothing. And no, it's not that at all. It's what I'm doing is supporting the moment that we're in right now, which can tend to be a bit confusing, lonely, exhausting as we try to figure out what the next half of our lives is going to be. So this is not about starting over. This is about starting deeper. You are digging into the layers that you've built up until now and taking that learning to create an identity that is truly you. This moment is not your end, it is your becoming. So if you're feeling lost or burnt out or a bit confused as to where you are, where you're going, pause, breathe. Take some time to ground into this present moment and where you are right now, because it is a beautiful space to be. You are not too late. You are right on time. There is wisdom in this season. There is power in your pain, and there is a beautiful purpose unfolding within you. If this hit home, share it with someone who needs it, sisters, friends, colleagues. And if you're ready to rediscover yourself, I'd love to walk with you on this journey. Comment below what has resonated. What are some pain points that you're experiencing? What's one way that you might want to reinvent yourself right now? Download the free intervention reflection sheet that I have in the description below. It has different questions and prompts to give you some time to reflect on where you might not be aligned anymore. What does the future and the future you look like? Where have you maybe gone in different directions that you thought you would or hoped to? And start the process of that reinvention. This is the time. This is a beautiful time where you are taking everything that you've learned up until now and using it with a wise mind to reinvent your future and the next phase of life. And I'd love for you to subscribe because every Tuesday I'll be here with more tools, truth, and tenderness. Let's start your next chapter together. See you in the next video. Ciao.